All right. Good evening, Pisces. Welcome to your November 2021 monthly reading. These readings are intended to be timeless, so whenever it's meant for you, it's meant for you, and that's when it'll resonate, even if it's not for November. Also, if you're not a Pisces, this can still resonate for you, and if you are a Pisces and it doesn't, please check out your other placements for those readings. And I'm going to light the incense real quick. I like reading in the dark, so that's what the light's for. And if you see orbs or anything like that, that's cool. You'll probably see some during the reading. All right. Yeah, like I was saying, if it's not for you, that's okay. You can check out another reading. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, all that will be in the description down below. There's also a sale on my website for all services and apparel. Everything is 15% off until November 1st for Halloween. So if you want to book with me and you want to save some money, any bookings with me that happen before November 1st, starting today, are 15% off. And it's 15% off every item. So like every booking, every item. So if you want that, check that out. And okay, we're going to hop right into your reading here. I'm going to post all the decks in the description box down below too, if you're curious about any of those. And okay, so let's hop into your reading. We're going to do past over there, present here, and then future over there. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords as your central focus. I'm just going to let these cards come out as they will for a second while I shuffle. So with the Seven of Swords as your focus, either you're feeling a little left in the dark or you're feeling like somebody is leaving you in the dark. So let's see. Like I said, if you see orbs, that's normal. If you see smoke, it's from the incense. Let's pull. You might see my head for like a second while I pull past and future. Okay. Now let's pull our clarifiers. It's Dragon Blood. Oh, look at that. 4 of Cups. It's Dragon Blood incense, which helps me clear my head. So if you're looking for something that does that, try out Dragon's Blood. It's one of my favorite smells too. So the 4 of Cups came out, all right? And already, because the 7 of Swords is your central focus, I'm feeling like, yeah, you're feeling very unsatisfied with somebody, okay? We're going to get into that in just a second here. Sorry if you see the back of my head. It's probably in HD too. I'm not wearing my hat. All right. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, you're very dissatisfied or unsatisfied with somebody. And in the past, your connection with this person was great. Like it seemed great on the surface. But what I'm seeing is it was more so love bombing in the past. So love bombing is a tactic of manipulation, and what it is when you're trying to really get somebody to like you, or trying to make somebody feel very connected with you, whatever their reasoning is for doing that, it's called love bombing. So what they'll do is they'll shower you with love, affection, gifts, time, energy, appreciation, praise, everything that makes you feel really good, right? They'll shower you with that because they're trying to mask something, okay? Whether it's true intention, true emotion, really the reasons are endless, but that's what was happening in the past, okay? If you weren't doing that to somebody, that was being done to you, okay? We're going to see when we get to the present if you're aware of that now, but in the past, that's what was happening. So you felt It felt great. Like when you guys first met, you definitely had a connection because it is a soulmate that we're looking at here, or twin flame, depending on your situation. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that because it's general. So I'm not going to say it is either way. But in the past, that's what they were doing. All right. And you didn't see through it in the past because you were so caught up in the moment of like, wow, this is great. This is all this attention, all this affection, all of these things. But there was something behind the scenes. Okay. I'm seeing the person that was doing that. They were making, like, they were clouding your judgment in a sense, where they were making you feel confused, like all these great things they're doing for you, but at the same time your intuition's going off a little bit, like kind of like a red flag, but you couldn't put your finger on it because it was the love bombing, right? So you weren't entirely sure what was happening. So that was the past. Okay, moving into the present, that's why your central focus here was the Seven of Swords. So you're and you have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. That is rough energy, especially for a central focus, okay? So it's like now that facade the person was putting on in the past, that's worn off, okay? And it's like, uh, think of it like a mirage, right? Like what happened in the past was like amazing. Like if you're in the desert and you suddenly have a mirage of like a beautiful oasis, that's awesome, right? And you're really hoping that it's true. But when you realize it's a mirage and it's not true, and what is actually there is literally just the desert, you know what I mean? And it was all an illusion. That can be hard to deal with, okay? Because you feel lied to. You definitely do feel manipulated, because like we said, that's a manipulation tactic. So now the veil has come off, okay? And now you're suddenly feeling the complete opposite. Whereas before you were feeling great because of the love bombing, and now you're feeling the opposite. All right, so it's a tactic that is narcissistic. I'm not going to say it's from a narcissist because, you know, this is a general reading. You're not going to know for sure if your person is actually a narcissist or just has narcissistic tendencies, okay? So regardless, a narcissistic tactic is the love bombing, which makes you feel amazing, and then it wears off and they treat you how they really are, which is terrible, right? To get what they want. And the reason they do that is to build you up and break you down is the easiest way to gain control over somebody, because you are in control of their highs and their lows, right? It's very easy to take control of somebody like that because now you're attached to them about your happiness, which was the love bombing in the beginning, right? So then that's when you start blaming yourself, thinking that there's something wrong with you, literally the complete opposite of the energy in the past, right? So that's what you're currently dealing with. Now, I don't see, this is going to split in half, okay? For some of you guys, you are still dealing with this person and these emotions and everything at the same time. But for the other half of you, you are not connected to this person currently, okay? Either you cut them off, they cut you off, whatever it is. For some of you, there's no separation, physically anyway. And for some of you, there is, okay? So whatever half of that applies to you, apply it. But for the half of you that are still in communication and physical proximity for some of you of this person, it's going to make it very difficult for you to heal here, okay? Because this is why I split the reading in half, okay? Normally I would read this as one solid energy, but literally Four Swords over here with heartbreak, and the Four Swords over here with a happy ending, okay? So it's split in half. Both of them have the Four Swords, which is about healing, all right? So whatever side you're on here, and of course the one with heartbreak also has the Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? And the other side that I split over here has the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and then the happy ending, right? So that's why I split that in half. So whatever half you're on, that will be your advice, okay? So the people... What? Did you hear that? Or am I just heard somebody say something, but I'm alone. So... I couldn't make out quite what they said, but it threw me off. So I think whoever is on this side, okay, the side that is still connecting with this person, they're trying to continuously throw off your energy, because that just happened to me, all right? But little do they know, it's me, okay? You're not throwing off my energy. So I kicked them out, but That's what they're trying to do. Okay, they're trying to disrupt